good morning. It's like 6 a.m. and when you can only sleep 2 to 3 hours at a time, why is this my life? I don't know, but I have struggled all night. Don't have a lick of makeup on. My hair looks like I have struggled all night, but I had an awesome thrifting day yesterday. I've been trying to not go thrifting more than once a week, and I believe the Lord has just blessed my efforts in this manner, because what I'm finding on the one day I go, thank you, Lord, for the good stuff that I find. Okay, so let's jump right in. This is Studio D, which I have learned from looking it up. Dillard's has Studio D. This is a queen/king. It's a little bit bigger than queen. This is a coverlet with a little cute tassel-y fringe, just the least bit roughed up, but you know, that's just broken in. I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm going to use this thing on this bed that I'm sitting in now. What you think about that? You know, I was just like miserable. I couldn't sleep. I was like, you know what? I can set my camera up in here, and that way the dog, I left the dog outside. I'll be right back. Poor little dog sitting at the back door, patiently waiting to be allowed to come back in where the humans are. I was busy setting up in here while I let her out, so you know, she was fine. All right, so I wanted to set up back here because, for one thing, it's been a long time since I've done a video back here, and I like my bedroom, and this is how my greenery looks without the Christmas greenery and the lights over it added. So enjoying that, but I'm so ready to switch out the bedding. I love this pillowcase that I found, and it's going to match really well whenever I switch from my winter buffalo plaid looking stuff that was so cute at Christmas. I'm over it. It's time to switch back to my blue. I've got a cool blue set of sheets, and this is a navy little stripe in here that I found, and it is just lovely, and I'm so happy I found it. Okay, so there that is. That came from Home Place, and the reason that I love to go to the Home Place in Guntersville on Friday and Saturday is because the entire store is half price. Bear with me. It's been a long night. Okay, I'm trying to get my brain in gear. All right. This is so cute. It's metal and has an original tag of $8.99 that looks kind of like a TJ Maxx tag. It doesn't say TJ Maxx. Maybe it's a Ross. I don't know. But this is really pretty. I love it. I love little globes. Okay. And I'm sure I should be selling a significant portion of this, but guess what? If I bring stuff in, I did take a ton of stuff to my booth today. Yesterday. If you're up all night, it seems like one big day that never ended. But I mean yesterday. My sister and I, Lisa, we went to our booth and we fluffed it up and took away some non-spring looking stuff and replaced it with some spring looking stuff. I should have taken a picture, but you know, we were both tired, and I told Lisa, I said, I'm positively geriatric over here. I was moving so slowly, and you know, and we were, between the two of us, we barely had enough brains to do it, but we did it, and it looks good. Okay. Now, I don't know. Did I say how much? This was marked $4.50, but I paid half of that, so $2.25. This is marked $1, and when I got up to the checkout, I asked, I said, hey, do you think that this is priced separately or what? And she said, I said, I can't get it out. I mean, I did want both pieces, but I didn't want to, you know, like, I feel like it should come apart, but somebody just smashed it in there. But anyway, marked $1, so I paid 50 cents for both of those pieces. They look very aluminum and vintage, very vintage. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these yet. marked $1. I just like wood stuff. Do y'all like wood stuff too? I just do. And if they're marked $1, I paid 50 cents each, and I thought that even if I only used them as, you know, some kind of, you know, piece or part to a craft project, like a riser, or, you know, what does this even say? They're made in Thailand, handcrafted teak wood. They're pretty. They're good. Look how pretty the inside is. They're really good. Okay. All right. Now, look how pretty. This probably had a lid that is no longer with us. But look at the shape of these little handles. Aren't those precious? Okay. Now, oh, it has names. What's the name? Rogers. These might be just a little bit worth something. They're gorgeous. They're shined up so pretty. These two were with one other thing, and the sticker said 3 pieces for $10, but it was half price day. So I paid, now get a load of this. You're not going to believe this. It's a punch bowl, $5 for all 3 of these pieces. Now, I didn't see the maker's mark in that one, but, you know, I feel like for the 3 pieces, $5 was a steal. And I was telling Lisa about it. She said, well, what are you going to do? I said, well, you know, we are a punch drinking family, and I did just find a ladle, a silver-plated ladle the other day, which I hadn't had before, that would be suitable for punch. So I said, we could put punch in it. And I said, or you know what, you could put you a nice fresh cold salad in there, and you know, you could put your dressings. I'm probably not that fancy, but hey, I've got glass punch bowls, but I've never had a big silver one. I just thought that was really cool. I love it. All right. Now, this thing was marked 5, so I paid $2.50. What does it even say? It's very vintage, and I'm sure it's a binoculars case, but it's leather covers, Japan. Oh, maybe it's talking about the brand name. Leather covered, split leather covered, Japan. Leather covered. Yeah, this is the handwriting. Somebody was more geriatric than me. Look how pretty that is. Okay, here's what I think would be gorgeous. It's blue velvet on the inside. Wouldn't this be adorable with some American flags standing, coming out of that for my Americana? Oh, I think that would be so cute. And I love the old stitching on it and everything. I just love old stuff. And it smells old. It smells so old. It smells old. I'm good with that. Now, I just had the best time. I found great stuff. Veneer edging, real wood, $2, so I paid $1. Now, I occasionally have little reasons to need thin strips of wood for stuff. So this is a great craft supply for a crafty girl like me. So I was glad to get that. Aha, look. $1. He's so sweet. I may not do a thing to him. He's a very sweet little pastel colors. He looks like the kind of bunny that chocolate bunnies are shaped. So if it was marked $1, I paid 50 cents. And he's so cute. I love him. Not that I need one more rabbit whatsoever. But it brings me joy. Oh, and I never did finish my sentence. You know I'm bad about that. For all the stuff that I bring in, I do try to send things forward. So for all these lovely things that are so enjoyable to me in this moment and on this day, I can gather up this many things that I've got the good out of it. I'm done. I'm ready for it to go on. I can't tell. I'm too far away from the camera to tell if there's something crazy. There probably is something crazy happening with my hair, but you know what? Just love me or don't. This is the way I look at 6 a.m. And I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it because I've been so excited about these thrift finds because, oh, some of them are so great. Okay. All right. And, you know, I've got a fondue set, and here's a vintage fondue fork set. Oh, Carolyn, you wrote your name on the back of this box, Carolyn. Marked $2, so I paid $1. And it's a whole additional set. I've got the 6 that came with my fondue pot that my sister Lisa gave me. But this will be an additional, because, you know, we've got so many humans at my house that when I do fondue, I did cheese that I baked I cut up sourdough bread into cubes, and I baked it so that it was kind of crunchy, you know, baked it low and slow for a little while. So it's still bready on the inside, but kind of, man, I must be hungry because that sounds great. And then I got a plastic tub of queso that had some kind of ingredients in it, like little bits of spices. You could see little bits of green and all kinds of things, but it was, I think it was in like the dairy section. But I'm not good at making homemade cheesy kind of sauces. My son-in-law, who's a chef, and also my son Sam, who just loves to cook, and he worked with my son, who's a chef, so he learned a lot. They're good at making sauces. I don't have the patience, or I just don't have the knack of it, or what, but that sauce was so good. So I'm going to do that again soon. A little fondue. Maybe we'll take it out by our fire pit. That would be great. Okay. Look how short this little $5. I paid $2.50 because it's so short. I've never had one this short. That's adorable. That's so cute. I mean, I can do something to it, or I can just love it just like it is. Not sure. Not sure which I'll do. Okay. Sticker still on this says what? 50 cents. So I paid 25 cents. And it is a biscuit cutter. I feel sure it's a biscuit cutter. Not that I'm guilty of making homemade biscuits that often. But look, it's got little scallops on it. Not sure what that will achieve. Because, you know, going straight down, it's not going to leave behind the imprint of a scallop, is it? I don't know what it is, but I liked it. And it's going to look good with my other vintagey kind of stuff. Gee whiz, y'all. Okay. This was marked $5. The rubber seal is so tired. It just fell all the way down to there. But this one, I don't know that I've ever had a ball jar like this. Marked $5, so I paid $2.50. Patented July 14th, 1908. I don't think I've ever had one that looks exactly like this. I'm really liking that. It is missing the mechanism, the wire that would clamp it down. And this rubber thing, if it's original to it, it is very, very tired. It's just whoop, falling down. I don't care though. I have one more that size, and that's all I've ever had. And I've got a few. I've got a good collection of the blue jars, but I've never had more than just the one of that. Okay. Oh, this was cute. Brass, and it's heavy. Oh, it's so heavy. Brass owl, marked 6. I paid $3. Isn't he adorable? I mean, I think I would like him all year long. Brass is really, really popular right now. All kinds of metals are popular. Brass candlesticks are popular, which I think I've got some, but I'm just not exactly sure where they are. I mean, I know I've got some, I just don't know where they are. But brass candlesticks and copper is really good right now, and tarnished metals of all kinds. But boy, that punch bowl shined up. It's ready for somebody's wedding. Okay, this is heavy, and it has been marked, the sticker's gone. But this might actually be some kind of stone, like a marbly type material. Marked 4, I paid $2. And, you know, I just really love birds. This is the same color as my little rabbit bookend that's on that shelf over there on my bedroom wall. So this might be a good little addition. Oh, it would be good because it would look a lot like the I mean, it would look good. I'll show you. I'll put an insert after I do this. I could just show you instead of babbling. Babble and I babble, don't I? Okay, look. These were marked $2 each, so I paid $1. Hobby Lobby tags. I have no idea what I'm doing with. I don't know what I'm doing with that, but I do know what I want to do with this is I would like to, I've got 2 or 3 really cute that I'm going to group together in a little setting on my front porch, because I got a grand plan for the front porch, and here I am peering over my glasses, but you know, this is the way I live. Okay. All right. I don't know what it is. Marked $1. I paid 50 cents. No living idea, but it's the right size to go in one of my small kitchen crocks with old-timey kinds of little tools that I love, wooden and aluminum looking old tools, and I don't know what this is supposed to do, but it's cute. All right. Oh, remember that pie bird that I found? Well, here is a pie bird that is new in the package. Half of $1.50. I paid 75 cents. Oh, look, it has a Marshall's tag on it. Okay, somebody paid $3 on clearance, but let's just get him out. Let's just get him out. The other one was pure white, and this one being black. They'll make a cute little set together, won't they? Y'all, I have really no explanation for why things like this bring me so much enjoyment. There's really no good explanation for it, but here I am, and here I am doing stuff. Ooh, this was interesting. It is 3 pieces of very old silverware, marked $3. I paid $1.50, and I really can't tell what in the world are these little pickle forks. Are they baby forks? They could be. Look, I bet they're baby forks because they're not very sharp. What does it say on the back of them? Silver plated Italy. And this one is highly tarnished, and I think it says Onata, but I can't tell. But oh no, it's probably one of those older brands. But that's just, look at the scallops on that. Oh, this little jewel is gonna go in my china cabinet with my other very old, very pretty little. When they're tarnished this way, they're not. There's something different about them, and I have forgotten exactly what the difference is, but there we go. Okay, and these ended up being 10 cents each because it was marked. Look at that long, that's an iced tea spoon. You know, I wish I had some iced tea right now. I'm thirsty as can be. Okay, but look, they're just very good, basic, silver-plated pieces, and I do believe I'm going to stand these up as well in one of my little ironstone white pitchers in my china display, because that's so sweet. My son Joel says that when you eat with the silver-plated ones that are slightly tarnished, that he can taste it, and he absolutely pitches a fit if I allow any of this kind to get mixed into the kitchen supply of regular. He's just the least little bit OCD. This is my child who, when he was barefoot most of his childhood because he could not take the feeling of socks and shoes on his feet, to the extent that when it was winter, y'all don't know what all I went through to keep shoes on this child. And I finally figured out that if I turned, I couldn't find any brand of sock that felt like it wasn't just offensive to him, just offensive. Like I can feel it. The seam across the toe, even the flattest seam I could find, I can feel it. He would just go nuts. So what I ended up doing is that child wore his socks inside out, because if you turned it inside out, the outside of the sock was less abrasive than the inside of the sock, of the expensive, very soft socks that had no discernible seam to a normal person anyway. Thank God he grew past that stage and he doesn't do that anymore. But there was about 5 good years there that It was a real struggle. It was a real struggle. Just the socks. We have a sock struggle in this home. Okay. I've never seen this before in my life. Brown bag. I think it's a cookie mold. There's some kind of odd sticker here that I can't read the rest of it, but I'll put up an insert. I'll look up the information. Marked 5, so I paid $2.50. And it's the sweetest little bunny you've ever seen. Isn't that sweet? So sweet. Well, I'm just getting ready to put some Easter stuff out. I'm just gonna do it. Oh, 5 for $5, but it was half price day, so I paid $2.50. They're marked Japan on the bottom, and I'm guessing these sweet. I'm guessing these are just children's. Oh, there's a different flower on every plate. There's a different flower on every plate. Oh, my sweetness. Okay. I am really into miniatures lately. And these are so adorable. I've got to think of something adorable to do with these. There's 5 of them, and there's a different flower. I didn't know there was a different flower on every plate. It was all taped up. So, you know. Okay. All right. Next. Now, that's all that was in that one box. Okay. Well, let's just see what in the world this terrible thing is. This is just terrible. Look how ratty. Marked 10, so I paid 5. It is a Roth band instrument from Cleveland, Ohio, but there's no band instrument in it. Now this is just ratty. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. It's wood. It's made of wood though, so if I wanted to peel all this bad stuff off and do a replacement, but then it would take away that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just kind of glue that back down in some kind of way. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Okay. So a lady who was watching me inspect it when I first found it, she said, "That's a trumpet case." And I said, well, I figured something. Okay. So I just looked at it like this, put it in my buggy, took it up to the front, paid for it. When I was putting it in my car, it got turned around a different way, and I discovered there's stuff in here. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna save the stuff. Valve oil it's got a dropper. There's nothing in it. Oh, I wonder when this is from, like the 70s, 60s. Vaseline. What? Look, it's still got some Vaseline in it. Oh, this is exciting. So exciting. Okay, what does this say? Marshall County High School presents Thursday, May 15th, 1:30 p.m. Oh, it doesn't have a year on it. Band concert. That is adorable. It's so stained up. Oh, if I really read the names, I could probably recognize, maybe. I don't know. That's adorable. But there's no year on it. That's the time of day, but not the year. Okay, let's see what else. Clues. Going on a clues hunt. Look at this little thing. Oh, this is the thing. This is the thing that held the music. I had 2 children who were in band. They were clarinet and flute players. Look at there. They hold their music. Very nice. Very nice. What is that? Is it a little valve or something in there? I feel it. Let's see. It's a key. Is this the key to their little band locker where they could keep it locked up for their band room? Who knows? This is like a little time capsule. Okay, why do I care about these kinds of things? Oh, that's so... Oh, what has happened? Oh, it's got damp. Nuncie's Music Company from Birmingham, Alabama. What in the world? Lee Matthews. This is a These are copies that are purple. Isn't that called a mimeograph machine? I mean, when I was in high school, we were still using mimeograph machines. I mean, copiers were invented, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, the mimeograph machine is what you actually... I remember being a teacher's aide and an office worker and going in and using the mimeograph machine. I did that. I'm old. I'm old as dirt. Okay. Alma mater. I'm going to cry a little bit. I'm going to cry just a little bit. Look, it's so cute. Why does this bring tears to my eyes? I have no justification for this kind of emotional response to old things. But I'm getting my $5 worth out of this old suitcase, aren't I? Okay, look. Christmas music. Look, it's look how pretty it is. Oh my word, Christmas carols. Original price was 50 cents. Educator's Music Supply from Sylacauga, Alabama. It has Silent Night. Oh, we're losing things. What is this? Oh, it's the 50-cent price tag. Heavens to Betsy. Oh, look, it fell off. The 50-cent tag was covering up something that said 40 cents. They had inflation. What is wrong with me? I don't know. I would say it's the early morning hour and the fact that I haven't slept for days in a row. Hardly slept at all. But I don't think that's the reason. I think I'm just like this. Okay. Cornets dry out. I keep seeing that word. Cornets? Is that an instrument separate from a trumpet? I don't know. I just don't know. I gotta tell you, my daddy. I love my daddy. Oh, I love my daddy. He is, he's a master craftsman, and he is a musician. He has a lovely singing voice. He can play any stringed instrument. He can play probably any instrument he picks up. But he says in high school, maybe long about his sophomore or junior year. I don't know which year it was. I don't think he told that part. He said he decided he was going to try out for the football team one year. So he said he was late arriving to the field house, and all that was left in the way of equipment for those who were trying out that day was a pair of what he called wonker-jawed, that means crooked, wonker-jawed shoulder pads and 2 left cleats. My daddy was so skinny. Oh my heavens, he was so skinny. I'm trying to imagine the way he must have looked with wonker-jawed shoulder pads and 2 left cleats on. He said, well, went out there and gave it my best shot. But he said, after just a little while, Coach pulled me aside and said, son, you know, we need some good men in the band. I love that story. That's the best. And, you know, he is, I'm sure, better suited to be in the band because he's been a musician his entire life. And has been worship leader, music leader at several churches while I was growing up. Anyway, that's hilarious. Okay. Look at this hat. It says 5, so I paid $2.50. This is a better quality hat. Now, I haven't even tried it on. I don't know. I have a great big head, so I'm not sure if it would even fit me. I do love hats. But I bought this for decor reasons, because over there on my big shelf with all the hooks on it, I thought this would be lovely. The straps are really pretty soft leather, and the weave of this is just really nice. It's very finely braided. It's very high quality, whatever it is. But I'm going to put that over on my hook. I thought I might switch some of the things out. I've still got the wooden Dutch shoes hanging up over there. But, you know, for summer, maybe I'll switch some things out. All right. Now, what else? I don't want to show it to you yet. Okay, so let me just get a few things out. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Let me do these last two things that came from the Home Place. Did I call it a second chance before? I didn't mean to, because this stuff came from Home Place. All right, the baby gown, Mary Elizabeth Kaylee Gray. Same thrift store that I got the 100-year-old baby gown from. Saw this rolled up, said $3, but I paid $1.50. And I saw a name that said Mary Kaylee, and I was like, what is this going to be? What is this going to be? Well, it's her Coleman County High School diploma. For real. I'm not even especially sure where my own high school diploma is. I mean, I've got it put up somewhere. But look with her name on it. Oh, this is going to go somewhere in the area of the baby gown display. I'm ridiculous. Okay. Now, I'm glad that I make a habit of looping the store more than once, because sometimes you just miss things. You just don't see it. And the employees are continually putting stuff out. So while you're in there, you do need to make a second loop and try to go from a different direction. Like if you go down an aisle this way the first time, go the other way. You'll see things differently from that different perspective. I promise you will. I can't tell you how many things I have found doing that. All right. I love vintage tablecloths. This was marked 4, but I paid 2. Okay, what first attracted me to it was the beautiful tatting. That needlework is just to die for. It's gorgeous. And I saw that someone had done beautiful hand stitching on it, but here's what really got me. What really makes this a standout and makes this unique from any other tablecloth, and it's not very big. It's unique from any other tablecloth that I have ever owned. And this is truly hand done, because you can see the stop and start strings. Someone took the time to carefully mend. Someone has patched with the most precise little stitches. These 2 patches, and there's a little patch here. I totally wonder which child of this woman did this. Or maybe it was a husband. Maybe a candle was being lit and a little ember burned a hole in it. Maybe there was a gravy catastrophe. Maybe something happened. I don't know. But those little patched holes, look at the shape of the edging. Look at that squared, notched shape. Oh, look, there's another patch on the very edge, and she has trimmed away the crocheted tatting on the edge right there. This tells me that someone cared enough about this piece. Someone cared enough to repair it. They didn't just throw it away. They didn't just go to Walmart and buy a new one. No. Oh no. They repaired what needed to be repaired and continued using it. And it makes me love it twice as much because that has happened to it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but with that yellow on there, that'll be really pretty spring right on into summer. Even it's a warm yellow, even right on into fall. You know, I'm not sure where I'll put it. Okay, so this was all that I found at the Home Place thrift store, and I was just like, ugh. I had an adrenaline. The reason I went was because I hadn't slept the night before. Not this last night that I hadn't slept. The night before I had only slept 2 or 3 hours, and it was rolling around about 8 a.m. and I was trying to sleep and I couldn't sleep, and I was like, dang it, I'm gonna go thrifting. So got myself ready and down the road, and I certainly did. So I was like, I'm just going to go one place and then I'll go back home and I'll go to sleep. That's what I'll do. So after I got in there and all the endorphin rush from the lovely things that I had found in this thrift store, I was like, well, I could just go ahead, since I'm in Gunnersville, I'll go ahead and check out Goodwill, because I mean, I might as well. It's just like 5 more minutes across town. I'll just go check it. Okay, oh, did you see it? I don't want you to see it yet. This is like a suspense movie, isn't it? Okay. Getting some things out of the one thing. Okay, I'm going to save the very best things for last. Okay. This one, not especially. Red tags were half price. So if it's marked $3.99, I ended up paying $2 because red tags. Now, I don't think that people print out photos very much anymore. I don't think that it's as popular to do so. And I have plenty of photos that I could put in here. I really love the ornate, and I love the fact that it's gold. I'm really doing a lot of gold stuff, but here's my idea. I'm going to put some fabric, probably duck fabric. Might even put a little batting, puff it up just a little. And I want to suspend some of the little miniature antiques that I have. And I don't know which ones yet are going to get to live on this board, or on this frame. I mean, it's made so that you could stand it up, but it's also got things to hang it. So I don't know. I mean, it can hang this way or that way. And I'll just have to find the things that I have in mind. And I'm going to play with them, and I'll take the glass away. I don't need the glass. And I think that's what I want to do with it. I think I want to use it for display. I think that would be a fun thing to do. And I just knocked the big box off. Okay. This, it says Kitchencraft Oven Serve USA. And I couldn't tell about the marking on that. I couldn't tell. At first I thought it was Homer Laughlin. Not sure. I'll look it up. Yeah, it is. It is. Homer Laughlin. Okay. Well, it's just pretty. It was $1.99. And I love the floral. It looks a good bit like the little florals on this. But the 1940s and 50s floral china, that's my favorite look. 30s, 40s, 50s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Oh, well, 20s might have been like Art Deco, and I don't collect that. I've got a few things that would probably qualify as Art Deco, but what I really love are the things that look like this. Now, once it gets up into the psychedelic 60s and 70s and the groovier looking stuff, that's not what I love to collect either. But this is my lane. This is my groove. This is my vibe. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay. Now, these are just good to have. And if I don't use it myself, one of my little daughters, I believe, would enjoy having that for $2.99. Sturdy as all get out. I believe I could hang a horse on that thing. I would do that. Okay, so now here's my last 2 exciting things. All right. Okay, so in the Goodwill in Gunnersville, the man who was working there on he had a rolling cart loaded down with good stuff. I could tell it was good stuff, but I was like, you know what? Now I'm an experienced thrifter. I don't know if this is true in your area, but none of the thrift stores in my area, Huntsville, Birmingham, anywhere, they don't want you to take one thing off that cart. They don't want you shopping from their cart, whether it's a rack of hanging clothes or whether it's a big thing of miscellaneous housewares. I don't care what it is. They don't want you to touch it. And they'll say to you, I'm sorry, ma'am, you can't have this until it's on the shelf. Well, I was eyeballing some things. I was like, oh, I see some things. I see some things. But, remain calm. Poker face. You got to remain calm. You don't want to cause a big stir, a big hubbub. So I was like casually hanging nearby, waiting for him to put this stuff. Well, this cute lady She was dressed so cute, and she had the cutest little haircut. Look, it looked like the kind of haircut that you probably go every 2 weeks to have it cut. You know, the kind of thing that I would never probably maintain. Coming from somebody that really, honestly, I won't tell you how long it's been since I've actually brushed my hair. So, she was so cute, dressed so cute, cute haircut, pretty makeup. She walks straight up to the cart and she picks up this one item. And the man, obviously, I was like, oh no, he might let her have it. But he's turned around and he says, I'm sorry, ma'am, you can't have anything off the cart until I put it onto the shelf, and then you may shop from. And she goes, oh, okay, I'm just learning. I don't know. Maybe was this her first time in a thrift store? I don't know. But I saw. So that spooked her. She walked on off. She wanted this thing. She walked on off like several aisles over, and I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm hanging around. I'm stalking this man. So at the point where he did set it onto, look at this. He set it on the shelf, and I casually and calmly walked straight over and picked it up and put it in my own cart. Well, I knew that it was valuable because, you know, a bog bag. This is a bog bag. I've never had a bog bag because I'm just too thrifty, too frugal to pay the cost of what a bog bag costs. It feels like a crock. It's very rubbery, heavy. I mean, you could do any number of wonderful things. This is excellent for beach, camping, anything, everything. So good. So I got into my buggy, and in about 3 more minutes, here comes the cute lady. And she comes over, and so I turned around and okay, best part. I hadn't even told you the best part. $4.99. So the lady comes over, and you know, the Holy Spirit, just in my heart, I was like, she wanted this. She wanted this. So I lifted it up out of my buggy, and I held it up to her. I said, you wanted this. You saw it. She said, no. She said, I won't take that from you. She said, I'm just learning how to thrift. She said, I thought that might be cute to go to the beach. I don't think she understood it was a bog bag. Maybe she did. I don't know. But she said, no, you just keep it. That's fine. I missed it. That's fine. She said, I'm looking at other stuff. Well, for one thing, she didn't have a buggy with her. I'm like, she's a novice. She's not prepared. And she had some kind of really cute little shoes that I think looked like they might have had a little bit of a heel on them. I'm like, novice. She's a novice. She wasn't ready for combat, you know. But I was going to give it to her. I was going to say, you know what? I want it, but I saw that she looked at it, and I don't know, maybe she would have just looked at it and put it back on the cart. But she got spooked when he said, I'm sorry, ma'am, you can't have it. So anyway, I did offer it to her. She said, no, that's fine. And so I ended up with it, a bog bag, for $4.99. And this is the large size. And I'm thinking they're around $75. Is that right? I'll look it up. We'll see. Okay, last item. Yep, last item. Also, for $4.99, it's a ukulele. It's beautiful. It is made with such craftsmanship. I don't think this is a very high-end kind of thing, but this brand, I did a quick little search on it and saw that even the cheapest ones are $65, something like that. And it's got, you know, I love musical instruments. I don't play all musical instruments. My sister Lana plays a ukulele. I need to let her inspect this for me. But it's got a really good little sound to it. So maybe I can learn to play the Hawaiian version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I love that song. That's so pretty. Well, that is all. That is all. And now I don't know what time it is, but I should probably try to sleep a little bit more. Maybe I can, now that I've gotten this out of my system. Maybe I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about all these awesome things. Maybe that was it. Whatever the case, hope you have a great day. Whatever day you happen to see this on, God is for you. And I pray that God blesses your life, that you make good decisions, and that you go out there and enjoy the life that God has given you. Bloom where you are planted. If things are not just right, if things are not what you wish they were, just try to look at it from the perspective of, okay, there's always somebody that's way worse off than me. Yeah, there's people that are maybe have it easier in other ways. Maybe their health is better. Maybe they have more money. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're more famous, whatever. There's always many, many, many more people who have less than you and suffer more than we suffer. So be thankful for where you have. Gratitude and grace, like my little sign that I just put up on my wall. Gratitude and grace. Let's all have a good life.